Welcome back. Let's rebuild these wheel bearings. First you take off the grease buddies. Then there is a big castle nut that is held in by a cotter pin and a washer. Once you take the cotter pin out, you back off the big castle nut, take out a nut, and the whole wheel assembly slides off. Once we got the wheel assembly off, you'll see lots of old grease on the axle shaft and pieces of the seal. We cleaned it up best as we can. Then took the whole wheel assembly to the vise to pound out the back seals and remove both bearings. Now on to the Amazon parts that we ordered. New trailer rollers, new carpet, new tail lights, new safety chains, new spare tire rack, new spare tire rack cover, tires and rims. Bought the wrong rims on Facebook Marketplace only to resell them. Then to buy new rims on Amazon, then bought tires that wouldn't fit the trailer, then figured out the right size tires. Finally, have all the right parts to rebuild the trailer. In the description below, I will leave a link for each part bought on Amazon. Now on to replacing some of the rollers. I initially bought 4 new rollers, but after inspection of some of the old rollers, they were not cracked and did not need to be replaced. Most of the rollers are held in by a cotter pin. You only need to take off one side, and then the shaft that holds the roller in slides out, then put it back together. On the center of the boat, we did choose a keel roller instead of a regular roller. This will help center the boat. Back to the wheel bearings. Before we install them, we need to grease the new bearings. Use lots of grease here and make sure that the grease bleeds through to the center of the bearing. Once the bearings are installed, you just need to install the rear seal. Then the entire assembly slides right back on the axle, leaving you to just put on the castle nut and checking for wheel bearing movement from side to side. Should be very little play front to back in the new wheel bearing. If no movement from side to side, then slap back on the bearing buddies and bearing buddy covers to add a nice touch. Now on to installing the new trailer carpet. Disclaimer here, I've never done this before. Probably shouldn't take my advice on how doing this, as I just winged it when it was time to do it. That being said, highly recommend picking up 3M adhesive glue. Find that at any parts store, Home Depot, Lowe's, or Amazon. $10.99 a can. One can did 4 carpet strips. The carpet strips were held on by 2 metal strips, top and bottom. Once I removed the metal strips, I used 2 clamps to hold the new carpet up to the wood, spray adhesive the sides, then wrapped them around the corners, and the spray adhesive held them to the wood. I then folded in the corners, reused the strips but with new screws. The whole process took me about an hour and a half just to do that one. After the first board, I did pick up my speed, and the next 3 boards took me about an hour in total. Onto the spare tire rack, held on by 4 bolts. Using one of the old wheels as a spare tire, and a very inexpensive spare tire cover. Onto the home stretch, install the new tail lights. Lucky enough, I did buy a wiring harness with these taillights, and it made the whole process easier. Link in the description below. Cut off the old metal tie-downs in the rear of the trailer and replace them with new tie-down straps. Then on to putting the boat back onto the trailer. This time we used the truck as a little helper, and the whole process only took about a half an hour. When you think you're done and you're excited for the water test, then this happens. Going to put up the trim motor, all we hear is click, click, click. No up or down. It looks like the trim motor stopped working, and we can't get it to go up or down.
Good, bring it all the way up. Stop there. Did it stop?
Yeah.
Really?
No down.
Hold on, maybe the... No way. Battery just died?
The solenoid's still hidden.
Try it now. Battery's dead.
We'll end here for today. In the next episode, we diagnose the trim motor and put this old clunker on the water for its maiden voyage. Remember, if you like this content, to smash that subscribe button, leave a comment below, or give it a like. And thanks for watching.